Can you guys see my slides?
Yeah, but your team map is up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hi everyone. Today is our third session of Playwright automation tool. It's in first session we talked about what is automation, Playwright, how it founded, what are the features available. Third session we went more in detail about where what are things we can do Playwright, like capturing a video, capturing a screenshot, running the same test into different browsers like Firefox, Chrome, and WebKit. Today it's pretty much more of framework level. Like we have in Java we have TestNG. For Playwright we have something called code concepts, Jest, and then QA Evolve, a number of frameworks available. The main concept of framework is it gives a baseline. With that we can able to build our own framework. Okay, code concept is one of the framework. It is from this is a website. So these are the features available. It is developed on Node.js test libraries. With the help of code concept, it is a scenario driven, where you can make test acceptance tests from user perspective, and then it supports multiple drivers such as Playwright. By default, it is developed on Playwright. It supports WebDriver, Puppeteer, Test Cafe, Protractor, APM, and it is very interactive. And it supports very rich locators to identify various elements, like identifying the text, button, images. Again, you can develop page object model in framework, and its page objects are quite easily identifiable. It supports mobile testing too. It supports both web and mobile. Again, now feature is BDD, behavior driven development. It supports behavior driven development. It generates beautiful reports, and it supports parallel testing. It's one of the cool feature. And then it supports multi sessions. That's about a basic intro about code concepts. Let me start building it from scratch. Okay, I use VS Code as my IDE. Again, JavaScript. It supports JavaScript and test scripts. So in order to install code concept, we use a command called command. All these are commands are here. First, we initialize the npm init. That's why it initializes a package.json. And then we install code concept and then Playwright. So it is downloading. See, if you look at here, in this package.json dependencies code concept Playwright are installed. Now we have to initialize our code concept. So it's quite interactive. So it gives you what do you want to do, where the test located. This is a folder. It creates a folder. Again here, as you can see, it supports various helpers, like you can use Playwright, WebDriver, Puppeteer, Test Cafe, Protractor, Nightmare, APM. So by default, since we are using Playwright, we are going to use Playwright. And then where you want to store your screenshots, reports. Again, which English? Suppose a multi-language too. Which what local you want? Localization English. In you can give the base URL. Again, you want, because it's since Puppeteer supports headless and full mode, we need to see the browser while executing it. Again, which browser you want to run, like Chromium, Firefox, WebKit. By default, it is Chromium. So feature, name of the feature is to do. Right? See, everything is generated for us. If you look at here, code concept is here. It gives various things available, like URL. True means we should be able to see the browser, WebKit. These are the options available. It gets generated by default for us. It's ready-made. This is a feature file. It's where we are going to write our test cases. This I showed you the example how to create code concept. Right now I have already made a project. We'll run that. So this is a project. It's quite simple. What it does is, see, as you see, you can see it's a feature file, scenarios. I'm saying it is scenario to test Amazon.ca. Once the website is launched, what it is doing is at the search field enter text Barack Obama and press enter, and then validate and click on the link. This is the basic overview of the test script, what I'm going to run. Let's run it. So this is the command npx code sub.js run and -minus steps. Whatever we define, let's run it. This is launching Amazon.ca. Then enters the text. Again, it goes to search for a specific book and goes to the home page. That's a beautiful thing of this code concept framework. Also, since it allows you to interact, since I've used pause, by using pause, you can while running it, you can interact also. All I dot click. What I want to click on this button. I go and inspect. Buy. I'll take the buy name. Property. It's slow. My system is slow. That's why it's taking more time. Else, search engine is taking more time to execute it. It's quite intuitive enough, this framework. You can do parallel testing also. You can run the same script on multiple browsers. See, it got clicked. Oh, where did it go? Let me pause. Since I entered button, Let me run it again. Let's see where it goes. It tells you like prefix to run command has been saved to submit button. Now I'm going to rerun this command again. And quite again, it easy to learn this tool too. It's not, you don't have to know the much background. Dot click. It is quite interactive though, because sometimes while developing our test scripts, we want to know what's happening, why it is failing. By using the pause, it's pause execution, then it comes to a terminal, then at terminal level we can run our command. Plus it supports mobile devices emulation too. Oh, okay, yeah, it just ran and just went away. That's about code concept. Again, yeah. Here, in this file, this is a configuration file where we indicate what we want to run. Again, if you want to run the same script into WebKit, just give the try giving the name as WebKit. So it launch is running in the WebKit search. Yeah. See. Plus, you can integrate different reports also, like color report. That's if something got failed, you get an image to generate something gets failed. All this configuration we can declare in code concept.js file, like retries screenshot on fail to enable or false. That's about code concept.js. So Sumit, do you want to add something on this? Okay, let's move on to another framework called just Playwright. Basically, these are the framework which is used by basically this is developed by Facebook. It's quite intuitive enough. It supports hooks, the concept of hooks, like where you want to run a specific thing before running a test. You want to do something once a test gets executed. That's the concept of hooks, and then it allows you debugging. And then skip, if you want to skip a test, you can use skip a test, and then something fails, you want to take a screenshot. In just Playwright, I can go to website. So they are the ones who maintains it. Just Playwright, Microsoft Playwright community. Just Playwright is there. If you go to this GitHub page, you get all the details, documentation. It's very neat. like how do you want to install, and then usage, and then configuration, scripting. And there's a lot of help is there. It's getting quite popular. All these frameworks like code concept, just okay. Let me run this project. So if I want to install, just so install npm install just playwright preset playwright. Once installed, it gets downloaded into our local system. Yep, it's got installed. These are the configurations we have available. This is a configuration file where we can indicate before we just playwright config.js what we want to do with this, which browser we want to select, WebKit, Chromium, Firefox, headless, true or false. Again, the test, we are getting under test folder. This is a basic script. What it does is, okay, when it comes to hooks, okay, you can see before all and then after all. Okay. In before all, what is doing is, before we start our test, what is doing is opening a browser. Okay. After all is another hook. What it is doing is, after a test is gets executed, it will close the browser. In between, you have after each and then before each. It comes at the test level. Before each and after each at the test level. Before all and after all comes at the test suite level. Let me run a test case. So it's opening a WebKit browser, enters a password, and it closes. And I'm running this particular test in all the three browsers, Firefox, and then okay. See, WebKit, it says pass, Chromium pass, Firefox pass. Again, if we can do the insertion too. For example, asset. If I want to make, let let me fail this test case. Go back here. You'll see the beautiful report. How many tests suite? Total three tests. Again, it has. If you go to info, you can see the image. It captures the image. What this being done at the uh, after tests. If you come back here, here we are capturing the image. After each test, we're capturing the image and adding to a report. These are the built-in methods we have configured in the custom environment class. That's positive. So let me fail a test case here and see what is going to happen. Instead of content, I'll make it as 1. We are verifying the page title. Let's see what it does. It's failing because the page title is wrong. See, error failed. Let me go up. what is expected and what is received. If you go back to report, refresh, all these are failed. Info, tell you why it is failing. Why it is failing. So it is capturing image at each level. It's not like everything, it's each level. That's negative scenario. Let me show you if I right now what is happening is it closing all the browsers, right? If I go back and disable this after all, what it's doing is after all, it will close the browser. If I comment it and run, oops, I don't know, for some reason is actually it shouldn't close, but for some reason this particular browser is getting closed. Okay. Apart from this, there's another concept of skipping a test. You can declare at the test dot. If you go here, it gives you various options available, like just Playwright skip and give the browser name, or you want to give a text. It is quite intuitive enough. It tells you what are the parameters you're looking for. Skip options, name, function, timeout, and number. What I'm doing is I'll give skip the test on. If it is Firefox, skip it. Execute the same test only on 2 browser, not on the 3. It's WebKit. This is Chromium. Actually, it should skip. I don't know why. Some reason it's not skipping it today. Well, Sumit, do you have any idea why it's not accepting it? Sumit?
Yep. Just okay.
I don't know.
So
If I give skip, it's somehow it's skipping the parameter.
so so what's the error?
No, actually, it should open only two browsers, but it's running all the 3.
Let's see.
You shouldn't open Firefox. That's right.
Is it in your before class, before each, or before all? Okay. Wait, wait, wait. Do you see here you have written Firefox 1? Is that the name you have provided to the browser?
For testing purpose, I gave this.
No, no, no. So if you go there, you have written there Firefox 1. Can you remove the 1?
Let me try with Chromium.
Yeah, it should work. The Chromium should work. The Firefox, I think the issue was name mismatch, but let's see.
Okay, guys, I'll get back to you why it is not picking up. Yeah, for some reason it's not picking up. I'll get back to you on this. Okay. That's about for apart from this, it does support behavior and development. There's a separate thing called Playwright and Cucumber. So if you use this, if you want to have only behavior and development, you can use install Playwright Cucumber and then expect is something for a session purpose we use. Yep, that's about my presentation for today. If you guys have any questions.
Good job. Just to let you know, Carter and Shada just on mute right now.
Okay.
Um, so Mati, you want to add anything?
Sorry.
No, the only thing, Abdul, I want for the general public sake, I want to ask this question on. You must have used other frameworks before Playwright, right? So what's the difference that you've found with Playwright and other frameworks? And if someone asks you uh, what framework you will use going forward, what will your answer be?
Me, right now, you asking me, audience?
No, you.
Me, okay. For example, right now I use, currently I'm using Java, TestNG, and then Selenium. If you give me a choice, I'll go to Playwright because the couple of reasons. It's learning curve is small. Again, it supports multiple browsers like Selenium, Chrome, and WebKit. But if I compare with Selenium, like if it's tough because there you have to download the dependencies, WebDriver for each browser. Here you don't have to do anything. Everything is it comes in a platter for you. Everything is ready made. Just use a plug and play. Again, all the websites are developed on JavaScript, right? It's not on Java, so it helps you quite intuitive enough to play around with DOM objects, web elements. Yeah, again, it supports a rich set of identifying objects. And then reporting part, it has a very good reportings available like allo report. Again, you just saw the for just, it's quite beautiful enough. Again, this can be integrated with CI/CD, Jenkins. For this reason, I'll go with JavaScript-based automation tool. Out of this, I'll pick up, since the Playwright is open source, I'll pick up this. That's my take. Also,
Great. And does Playwright support the mobile testing part as well in
yeah.
some way?
See, only thing about I see this drawback with respect to Playwright. The drawback is a mobile testing. You can't run the same script on the real-time devices. You can emulate it. That's a drawback I find. I'm right.
Okay, yeah, 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 definitely, definitely. So there's a limitation, and because it's uh, not built, uh, it does test mobile browsers, but again, it won't test mobile applications as a native application. Uh, so that's one drawback. I feel that this should be integrated as well. But then, yeah, one step at a time for Playwright, right? It's not even in production yet.
Okay. Does anyone else have any question?
How about Coretta Johnson? How about you? How do you feel about? Are you using any automation tool?
Yes, but I'm new to all of this.
Okay.
Some of my stuff is built internally, so in-house.
Okay.
But I'm actually using the Gherkin language.
Uh-huh. They must be using some language too. Just can't just jerk in, right? And the back feature file
Java
and step
using
definition file.
using Java on the back end.
Okay, you use
Just
Cucumber.
letting 'em-
Okay. So how do you find about these sessions? Are you guys helping out? Are you getting any benefit?
I am because I'm in the testing field and I'm just trying to learn about different technologies. The way that I found out about this event was that Mickey posted something in Teams, and that's how I found out about this session.
Okay,
And then
that's good. Also, we do have a jobs channel, right? I'll just show you this. In Teams, if you want to share any knowledge, you can come to this tech teaser. You can post. Plus, this job channel. If you have anything, you can. If you have any openings, you're looking for people, you can come and post your jobs. Basically, we are helping each other. See, Khada Khan has posted a job. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any other questions? If not, Abdul, I'll let you close the call.
How about Melody Ginch? Can I spell right name? Is it Melody? Okay. Sumit, you want to say?
It's Mallory.
Mallory.
It's Mallory.
Mallory. So,
But
Sumit, you want to add anything?
no, no. I think this is good. The next session will be on project, so we'll probably give 5 steps, and we'll ask you to execute in the session itself,
Okay.
and then we will walk you through how to create those 5 steps. But that's mostly a code walkthrough
Okay.
and hands-on experience on Playwright.
Yeah.
So I think with that we can close this call.
Yeah.
And Kader, you have anything else to say?
Carter's on the it's offline right now. Carter and Shad. So Abdul, anything else before?
Okay. I would say thanks for coming, joining us. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
No problem.
Take care.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Abdul.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
thanks. Bye.